and the game they lost, he was on a silencer and really didn't accelerate the same way. I'll be curious to see. Invoker has been picked all three games. I would not be surprised. I wonder if they're going to prioritize first pick on, I believe Lemon Snowcones has the priority now. Maybe they'll just pick the Invoker again if Tinker is what's banned out. Or if they will, just hold it and, be confident they can put him on a different hero other than Tinker or Invoker. Like, they could put him on a Lina. You can make similar plays like that. Like, obviously, Direwolf made a ton happen on his Lina and got a lot of farm as well. I mean, I think the biggest thing is that Voiceless Fade has not been in a position where each game he's been in a position where he's on more of an offlane level of farm instead of in a position to really go toe-to-toe even with the enemy carry. And that's really hurt them both games. Like, they need to secure his lane, and they haven't been able to do that in either of the 2 games they've lost.
Definitely. I that's what I'm saying, man. They needed that Ursa pick in the very beginning. That would have really helped them out. Or not in the very beginning, at the end of the game. They needed that Ursa pick because they just need a hero that can secure him farm at this point. It's about... At some point, you got to realize what your carry's weakness is. And maybe he can't play the hero, and maybe he's not good at dominating the lane, and he just needs his supports on him 24/7. But then the pick should be different, and it should be 4 protect 1 at this point. And there's the mid shouldn't have a farming role. So
well, here's the issue: Dire doesn't play non-farming mids. Like, he just doesn't. And I know Voiceless have said to me many times that he feels like his weakness is in the laning phase, and I think it's kind of shown this now. Dwarves, I don't get how you don't know the match score. Like, have you? I guess I don't know if he's been watching this whole time. He could be popping in and out.
yeah.
Anyway, I told him it's no big deal. It's just kind of funny. I'm just like, wait, how? Okay. So I think they need to figure out the balance there, and I think what they need to do is they need to pick an offlaner they can actually sack, because they pick Herpes, the offlane heroes, and he's done well on them, but they don't appear to like truly just sack him. I think they need to just do that and then just focus. And I don't know if you need to have a playmaking mid, but at least have a mid who can be pretty self-sufficient. Like, the Lina didn't get much help. Like, yeah, they tried to gank the Invoker, but they didn't really gank him that much. He just, he got beat in lane, but he recovered nicely and got some ganks off. I think they just need to, focus on giving Voiceless one more help in lane, and also just heroes that can, that don't need to get ahead. Like, Sven needs to be ahead. Lycan is a hero that fundamentally you don't need to be ahead, but you need to be hitting your timings. Like, they could pick a Drow themselves. Like, I think Drow is a hero that can come back just fine. Like, the Drow wasn't doing much better than Lycan, but Drow adds so much and enabled the rest of the team and was able to just take objectives. Other heroes that maybe can fight with just levels, like Lifestealer, you just hit the good timing and you can just go fight. Maybe a Jug, because Jug can just, once he gets level 6, you can just go get kills with his skills. Lycan's not really like that. Like, yeah, you get Shapeshift, but Shapeshift isn't like a quick get you a kill. It's like, okay, we can take a fight now. Ursa's also another option, because he can just go get Roche, or he can, go gank somebody with his Blink. All these heroes. I'm trying to think what other heroes would be good for him. I don't know. There's a few more. So
Yeah, definitely. Before this game starts, I'm going to go try to get a bathroom break, and I'll be right back.
yeah, okay, cool, man. So looks like Sheepy's going to be back, so that's good. And this is game 4. 11:52. So Yeah, Mr. Blue, that's gonna happen. Sometimes you just get trolled. So it looks like we're just waiting for her distant echoes. So yeah, I think they just need to secure Voiceless and farm. Maybe give him a hero that isn't kited so easily. Like, I don't know. Kind of like a Jug. You could go... what other carries be good? The CK seemed to work pretty well. But again, they kind of had weak dual lanes got punished. I think they just got drafted there. So... we'll see. They've gone with these aggressive dual lanes. Just got to punish that. They really need to get these ganks off on mid. If they could just like sit on mid and kind of tilt him, get those ganks on him, I think that could work. But man, it's tough. Tars played really, really well, and they just need those ganks to land, and they just haven't been able to get them. All right, looks like Snapped is back, so now we're just waiting on Herpaderp. And we can get going. Oh, whew. Alright, looks like we're going to get going. And Lemon Snowcones again have taken Dire away from Dire Straits. And you know what? They've won all the games they've been on Dire, so can't blame them going with strategy. We'll see if Dire Straits mixes it up and continues to prioritize second pick. Or maybe they want the first pick to grab that juicy Invoker, since Invoker's doing pretty well. I am under 4. Well, okay, I can't be in under 4.2 because my party MMR is higher than 4.2. So
he's
my
done a
solo
really
is
good
4K.
He's done a really good job on Int too. You're like 4.5, right?
Yeah, I'm like 4.59. I was at 4.6 and then I lost 2 games, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, so my party's too high. My solo is not that, but I haven't really worked on the solo, but it's not like I'm killing it in solo either. I'm like at 4.08, so I can't play in the 4.2k league. Oh, I could if I don't take my TI rank, because my normal party's been trashed. Our games have been trashed, unfortunately. I've been losing a lot with you, unfortunately, Flub, because we have the dumbest carries in the world. Ugh.
It happens.
I know. We've just had some really unfortunate ones where people have just done, like, they'll do everything they need to do and then they just throw the game away. And, like, we're just like, what do we do? So, but we're back into the draft. So, here we go. Tinker's banned out again. I agree with that. If you don't want to play Tinker, don't give it to him. Especially, they gave him first pick, though. I'm curious to see if Lemon Snowcones will prioritize the Axe again, or which did a lot for them. Axe really did a lot, or if they'll prioritize the Invoker, because I feel like the way those 2 picks kind of worked out, I think they'll split them up on Dire Straits. You're going to split up the Invoker Axe combo for sure. Honestly, I'd prioritize the Invoker if I was Lemon Snowcones. Oh, they ban out the Axe. Okay, Dire Straits opted for first pick. Okay, never mind. I thought they opted for second pick again, but they opted for first pick and they grabbed the Invoker themselves. I like this response. I like it a lot.
It's a good idea. If it's good on both teams, to guarantee that the pick is going to happen, and if they're going to prioritize that response in middle, they need to have Invoker and some good supports that can really help them out at this point.
Yeah,
because they're going to have some type of counter for him.
Yeah, and not only that, but like as much as anything, we saw both teams were good at getting Sunstrike kills. So you just need to make sure the rest of your draft enables Sunstrikes. Whether that's the Legion pick, which Dire Straits definitely likes, or whether it's the Nyx. Nyx also is a good setup for that. Stuff like that. So I do think it's interesting Lemon Snowcones opted to ban out the Axe, given that they probably knew. But again, Invoker's pretty good against Axe, I think, just because you can dump so many spells into a call. Like you can Tornado it up to just stop it. You can, that. So maybe that's the reason they banned out Axe, because they felt like they picked the Invoker, and against Invoker they didn't want the Axe, but they don't want to give it to Dire Straits.
Sure.
We'll see. I'm just curious what mid they're going to put Tar on. I think Lina would be a potentially good option, or maybe a Quap. Some sort of mid that can scale and also play make. Yeah, I know I still have my camera on. I just didn't want to alt tab out for a little bit, so. But apparently people do not want to see my face. At least SA doesn't, so.
No Fafnir face here. No Fafnir face allowed.
I mean, SA doesn't put himself on camera very much, so, I think he's got, some issues there, and he's just projecting a little bit, but that's okay. They go with the Bloodseeker again. Okay.
I actually really like this, Faf, and I was actually going to talk about this. I didn't know if they were going to do it or not, but Bloodseeker mid is actually very strong versus Invoker. He doesn't have the good amount of right click in the beginning, and the harassment just isn't there because Bloodseeker just says, I don't care about your harassment, and just outlanes the Invoker the whole time. So
yeah, you
the
just
only way that
up, you get poor man's shield and you just punch him.
I was actually going to say the only way that you can stop that is really take a Lich, deny a dual lane mid, deny the creep, and just harass Bloodseeker constantly and make sure he cannot lane. And then it forces their mid lane to go jungle.
Alternatively, you don't even pick a Lich, you just pick any other support and you dual lane mid anyway, because that's what you see at high MMRs and pros. Especially against Invokers. Invokers and Shadow Fiends, you'll see. Like, both teams just dual lane mid because they know the other team's going to do it. And so they have to do it. Both either to secure or pressure the lane. But we'll see what they do. Like, before they pressured... it seems like they just count on Tar to win his lane, and they try to pressure the other lanes to give him that space. So maybe they'll do that again. We'll see. They ban out the Animage when they have the Bloodseeker?
Yeah, that's a really weird pick.
And they have Sand King. Sand King's pretty good against AM too, just because he has a stun.
And he naturally builds Blink too.
Yeah, he's a Blink stunner. He's also able to kind of be evasive. AM kind of relies on just blowing up heroes, and until he has Abyssal, he can't blow up a Sand King because he can always kind of disjoint you and blink into, burrow strike into trees, that sort of thing. And Blood is just a classic AM counter. You rupture him and kind of go around, just do Bloodseeker things. They banned out the SF. Now, that is interesting. I'm not surprised by this ban, because I think Lemon Snowcones played the Shadow Fiend both games in their prior series and won with it. I think they had Shadow Fiend clock both times, actually. So maybe they don't want to ban out the clock because they aren't worried about it, but SF is another, like, he's just a position 1 style mid, and he's also pretty good against Invoker just because they both can just farm out the wave, and you can just raise Invoker under tower and then just go jungle.
Yeah, the wow, and they also ban up Sniper though. I honestly don't really like that combination. If you have a Spirit Breaker and you're going to be aggressive on mid anyway, then don't take out the 2 heroes that are very good at diving that super weak mid laner. That's okay though. They probably have some type of idea in mind at this point. They answer with Crystal Maiden on Lemon Snowcones. It's probably a counter pick as much as it is a normal pick for them. It does match up pretty decently with their team. Bloodseeker doesn't necessarily need the mana regen until he hits level 6, but he can benefit from it from there because then he doesn't have to worry about getting basically any mana regen items and could just cast his ult every time it's up. Bloodseeker, I'm sorry, but Spirit Breaker doesn't really care about Crystal Maiden. He kind of likes facing Crystal Maiden, so it's interesting pick up.
But it does enable the Sand King a lot. It even enables the Bloodseeker a little bit. He doesn't have to worry about his mana. Usually you can just solve it with a raindrop and a stick, but you can go a little greedier on blood. Maybe spam Bloodright. Bloodright spam is actually pretty effective if you value some early points in it. It can be a really good way to pressure a lane as well. But Disruptor's picked up. It is a way to kite out the Bloodseeker, and he also, he is a natural BKB builder, but he doesn't want to get it early, so you kind of force him to get that BKB earlier than you'd like against an Invoker. Against an Invoker, you need a BKB, but you kind of want to get it when you can kind of make the decisive fights with it. Disruptor might force him to go earlier. Okay, I like the Jug pickup for sure, just because he's quite good against Spirit Breaker, Invoker, and Disruptor. Just a good carry against all of them because of the ability to spin and Omni Slash.
Yeah, it offers a lot to the table. He has a lot of different mechanics that he can get around any of these guys. Spirit Breaker is one. Once again, I don't really like him versus Spirit Breaker, but they do have Bloodseeker versus Spirit Breaker, and I think that's a fine counter to it. So you should try to focus out the other guys that exist. The thing is they don't have a true frontliner on Snowcones right now. They're probably going to save that for the last pick. I just hope that they don't do the same thing as they did the first game, where they didn't have a clear tank person and they were just able to run over them on Dire Straits. So I'm a little concerned about that right now. And Dire Straits can have, if they pick another aggressive hero, I think that's actually going to be a serious boon to them, and they do. They pick up the Faceless Void to help the Invoker do all of his.
I'm pretty sure this is a carry Void too, and I like that. It's a hero. So Void, he doesn't do a ton of damage, but the Invoker can provide that with his spells and his Sunstrike, and it's also a hero that can lane pretty darn well against most aggro combos, and that's what they've been running. If it's an offlane Void, I don't like it as much, but it still can work. But I just like Faceless Void as a carry. It gives them a nice option for... Voiceless Fade doesn't need a ton of farm to make their lineup work if he's on a carry Void. He can just... as long as he lands good Chronos and gets some of those items, he can accelerate off that. And also he's someone who can survive in lane.
Yeah, he's also very good versus Bloodseeker. The Rupture doesn't work versus him.
And he's also pretty good against Jug, because Jug's okay, but if Jug doesn't get off his spin, he just dies in Chrono. Just dead. If he gets off his spin while you're doing the little long, elongated arm raise that is Chrono cast point, it sucks, because then you basically can't kill him, because Invoker, only Sunstrike among Invoker's toolkits will hurt him, and the Void Bash will not hurt him as well. But, that's all about how they're... Quap ban? I think that's a solid ban. Assuming the Bloodseeker goes like aggro lane like last time, it's pretty good. Could still be a Bloodseeker mid. It's still very flexible. I'm trying to think what I'd like Dire Straits to round out their lineup. You know what? I think Darkseer. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but Darkseer's really good here. Vac Wall is pretty darn good against Bloodseeker. Again, he needs BKB to deal with it, but and Ion Shell, it just enables Void, it enables Spirit Breaker, and Surge obviously is not a great escape against the Bloodseeker, but it's something. It's good.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking through heroes at this point, and
it is an
Luna
offlane
is definitely
Void.
not the one I'm thinking.
No. I did not like the Luna pick at all.
But they do still have quite a few. They still have two tanky heroes. Faceless Void is going to be offline. That's okay.
Yeah, Luna can build tanky. I just think
it's fine.
You need to go like Treads, Dragonlance, Wand. I don't want to see the Mask of Madness, Brown Boots crap. I think Mask of Madness is still something you want to get on her, but I think you need to get the Treads first. You need to get a Wand or at least a stick, and then kind of evaluate where you are. A DK. Wow, I did not expect a DK.
That's actually pretty strong for them at this
Yeah,
point.
he's strong
It's
against
not.
Invoker.
It's not like I wouldn't put it. So they're gonna put Bloodseeker off lane. Then it seems
Yeah.
like they're gonna have that.
Yeah, that's
Dragon
where
Knight
Snap
mid.
played it last time.
Okay. Okay. And then Sheepy's gonna be a duo support with him probably, and
Honestly,
work.
they should have the CM jungle. Jug's just fine against a Void. Like, you're fine. Like, you just get crit, you just punch him. And then you can spin on him, that sort of thing. Like, you force out his... Like, if he uses leap at all, like, you can just spin on him. Like, it's a kind of a trade farm lane, but you can get enough. Like, Jug's just a better laner in general, since all the nerfs. And then you have the CM jungle, and then just start ganking. Like, gank the Invoker, gank bot, even gank the Void. Because if you spin and just bait out his walk, you can then frostbite him and just punch him down, and stuff like that.
yeah,
So,
it's true. The matchup doesn't end up very well, and they do have a lot of potential. They could even actually try lane off lane. Not
Yeah.
that it's necessary, but it's something that could work equally as well.
Well,
I would like her. I'd like to
Yeah.
see her go to the jungle probably first and foremost,
yeah,
because I don't know.
I think once she's level 2, it's gank mid or just come bot. Like, you can, like, that's what they did with the Dazzle, and it worked really well. Obviously, it's a whole different world when you have Sand King CM than Treant Dazzle. It's not nearly the laning combo, but it still can put a ton of pressure on a Luna, and Lunas are very vulnerable to pressure.
Right. Though, if you look at how they're running this lane, kind of thinking stuff through, like, yeah, it'd be nice to have that Crystal Maiden doing what she does best. You still have, like, Dragon Knight's a tanky guy, and it's hard to gank him, but he still can't stun out a Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker still gets off his stun, and is still
Yeah, he
able
can
to
push
attack
him
him
out.
once.
You can push him out of lane. You can push him back and give Invoker that space.
Right. But you may be able to get a kill. It depends on how early they go in and how the leveling system works. If he truly goes more into Dragon Blood, it's going to be pretty hard, and they should be okay. But then he's probably not going to get as much farm as they're used to.
Look at Tara's Dragon Knight. It's delightfully boring. Boo.
Not everything has to have cosmetics. I guess I just committed a sin by saying that.
I just think Dragon Knight has, like... I like the hero. I just think his base model is super ugly. That's all.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's, I mean, when there's artists, really, Dota was not meant to look
No.
as well as it has over the years. It's just, there's so
They
many
are
artists.
full aggro tri-laning.
Makes sense. If they're gonna, they have to keep the Spirit Breaker down at bottom now, and that gives them a better lane in mid. Putting a lot of pressure on this. Vision might actually go down for this. The slow comes
Yeah.
out, the blast comes out, the stun, and
CM gets the
Bloodseeker
kill.
just able to right click him down. And
She's going to be able to tangle up. Yeah, she's able to tangle up. She'll be fine.
this is looking pretty bad. They actually have used they've hurt Luna pretty bad at this point. Disruptor's used a lot of his mana for no kill, and Bloodseeker's Bloodseeker, so he can just keep getting these last hits and get back to full health.
Meanwhile, up top, it's, it's Herpes is doing fine again, but, that's not as big of a deal. Jug's getting what he needs. And meanwhile, mid, it's an even lane. Dragon Knight's not going to be able to do much early. The main thing is that once he gets some levels up, once he hits 6, he can really pressure a tower very quickly.
Yeah.
And Dragon's Blood helps him last hit a ton once he gets that up, or not Dragon's Blood, his breath. They've TP'd up the CM up top. I guess they've decided the Jug does need help. He only has 2 last hits, so maybe he's feeling a little more pressured than I feel like he was, but...
Oh, there's... Not everyone has played Jug as many times as you, and looking at the actual lineup, he does have a lot less damage, so not knowing that interaction of, okay, I just walk at him and hit him, and I should be able to win that matchup, isn't necessarily something that's intuitive to the
Yeah,
to everyone.
It's the whole thing, and not only that, everyone's had the time when the Void just bashes you 3 times, and you lose the lane because of that. It's so aggravating, but it happens. Like a level 1 bash, if he bashes you like 3 times in a row, it is beyond tilting. But it's happened. It happened to me. I had a Spear Pricker go level 1 bash as a silencer. He bashed me 3 times in a row, and I just died. I think this is before it was pseudo-random, but still, it happened, and it scarred me for life.
Top. They're putting a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah,
he's already jumped.
Yeah, I think he's dead. No. Oh. Nice kite out. Dodges the Sunstrike on the Bloodseeker. I thought he was going to be dead with the charge, but the Spear Pricker did not man up. And now they have the Vision. Herps is going to die. Oh, he gets the jump off. And no spell on the CM for a few more seconds. Actually didn't go for the Frostbite. Went for the Crystal Nova. Interesting.
Yeah, he did that for bottom, trying to get that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spirit Breaker.
It's the old play. Like, it used to be way more the play when we played her as a ganker. Like, if you went for that level 1 kill, you got that instead of Frostbite. But since then, Dota's kind of become more about jungling and efficiency. So Frostbite's been the build for, a few years. But I remember when I started, it was always Crystal Nova, level 1, and then you'd go in with the Jug and the spin. Oh, Direwolf's okay, he's just getting pushed out of lane. He pops his salve, though. He'll be fine. Unless he gets it canceled now. Oh, Tar wanted it. But Dragon's Breath was still on cooldown. Still, the CM War is so good on Dragonite. He gets the bottle up, but just the ability to spam out the waves is big.
Yeah.
AGM, these are under 3k teams, so the MMRs are all pretty close to 3k. So, but overall, Dragon, Tar is winning his lane, kind of like they count on it, but Luna's doing okay. I thought it was going to go worse for her after that first blood, but, she's getting her levels now. She's got her boots up, got a full wand. Wands are so good against Bloodseeker, and he's quite low. He's only level 2. Wow. This Sand King's level 3. Sheepy is getting more XP than him consistently. This is... and Sheepy is just sandstorming a jungle camp.
Yeah, and they have no sight for him, so that's probably... The lightning strikes aren't going to necessarily take this from him. And
it's free XP.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't get the last hits, I mean, just getting the XP in a Sand King situation when your Bloodseeker's been forced back to jungle. Oh, Bloodseeker, don't die. Okay, he got the last hit. He was in the danger zone of where if you misplay your Blood Rage, you could die.
Yep. And he's got level 3 though now, and this is a beautiful thing about this draft is you're able to do something like this.
Hit 6, instantly pops his ult, and is just going to pressure this tower. 9 last hits on the Invoker, not the biggest of leads, but instantly is putting pressure on the tower, and it's going to do it again. The catapult's up. It's going to die, but Spearbreaker's charging on the DK. Can they get this kill? Yeah, they can with the Disruptor.
Yeah, they got the
Disruptor's
rotation.
coming in. Gets the kinetic field. He doesn't get it. Is he close enough to get the glimpse? He doesn't have glimpse.
No, he doesn't have a glimpse. But the stun is real.
Oh,
no,
Bash Lord. Nope, he doesn't get the second bash. CM comes in. And he's got 2 points of Dragon's Blood now and 4 tangos. So he's actually just going to heal himself up. He doesn't even need to pop the shrine. It does mean he doesn't pressure the tower anymore. It was a worthy attempt. Meanwhile, up top, Jug and the Faceless Void are going pretty even still. So that's pretty fine. But Luna Voiceless is getting good farm out of this now. It looks like they've basically reverted to a jungle lifesteal, a jungle Bloodseeker, and an offlane Sand King. So interesting that this is not what they probably pictured this draft would do, but it clearly didn't work out once the CM rotated top.
Well, they do have it as a backup pocket draft, because everyone knows that Bloodseeker can go into the jungle. It's not obviously something that you want to have happen with your... oh, wow, they're going in on bottom, maybe? No. They're just pinging.
Well, they're just pinging that the Sand King is just doing the Sandstorm thing. Super annoying. He's TPing out, and he's gonna get out. Nice TP away from him. They're rotating a bunch down, but CM comes down here to fight. Oh, he just TP back to Shrine. Love this play. TP back to Shrine. You can still use it. So the TP was used to escape, but doesn't take you out of lane completely. Meanwhile, up top, Herpes is out leveling the Jug because the CM was up there for a little while, but not significantly. Jug's now hit his 6 as well. He has Omni, but naturally you can't really get a kill with that, not unless the Void really messes up.
Yeah.
Mid?
Mid's looking pretty... Oh.
Bot. I'm not sure how that happened. It looks like Luna just got low. Gets
Oh, wow.
Herb comes in with a 3-man chrono. There's a Sunstrike onto 2. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. The Sand King's going to go down and...
No,
Oh,
the
no,
wand.
he sticks up! The wand! There's no glimpse. He doesn't have the glimpse range. Oh,
And
no,
he
Morgan
has
Freefarm.
movement speed.
Oh, no. Morgan Freefarm gets caught by the Bloodright. He's now going to get run down.
Because they have vision. Vision's so low.
Yep. Herpes has it's on cooldown for one more second. He can jump now. But Luna's back. Luna's level 5. Oh, the Bloodright. Is he going to get out of... Oh, he does.
Got out. And Luna should be able to get this Crystal Maiden
CM
clean
kill.
up.
Oh, no. The Sunstrike. Oh, no. Sheepy came in.
Sheepy came in, stunned, Sunstrike, dead.
Yep. Oh, man. It looks like a creep got it, because they got, like, the 3 each split the kill. So I think one of the creeps, the dire creeps, actually got the last hit. Oh, they put down a sentry and murder the Sand King. You can do the Sandstorm trick only so many times, I fear.
Yeah, it's gonna learn. People are gonna learn real fast.
But DK has a Midas already, before the Invoker.
Wow.
Doesn't have boots, but he's gonna have his boots in, like, 20 more gold. So... Invoker is,
Tar just really knows how to play this lane. He feels very comfortable in this lineup, and he knows how to play. The thing is if a person knows how to play the hero really well, he's going to know how to play against the hero very well, too.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just tough to last hit as an Invoker, even with levels against Dragon's Breath plus a Quelling Blade. It's tough. Meanwhile, up top, the Void has fallen off, really. He was trading even with the Jug, but that rotation bot meant Jug had a couple waves to farm up, got a few levels on him, and now the Void doesn't look like he can really contest him nearly as much. The other good thing, though, is Aegisworn has not gone super greedy. He has a poor man shield. He has phase boots. I'm guessing, like, they just told him he's going to solo lane, and so he just adjusted his build from there.
Yeah,
which is really good, because that's why he's able now. He's going to be able to free farm against this Void because of the poor man, because of those phase. Like, the Void really can't... I mean, he can always chrono you and maybe kill you with a rotation, but that's fine. Like, that's going to happen sometimes. Oh, there's a glimpse onto the Bloodseeker, and there's the Luna ult comes out and just deletes him from the game. Bloodright does cancel out any potential turn on the onto the Sand King, but it does net them a nice kill.
Yeah, and they're farming away in the other lanes very nicely on Lemon's side. They have a lot of good potential here. The Jug still has his ultimate, so he's able to rotate around. Faceless Void's ult is now up again. I think he's going to probably try to look for another play. He's wanting to really help out his team at this point and try to put pressure elsewhere. If they could... The thing is, though, is he needs to have Invoker to be able to make it happen.
Get a kill, yeah.
Because there's not a lot of... with Luna ult being down, and they're going down on bottom.
Yep.
The stun came out, the ult came out from Bloodseeker, and just one more right click and it's there. Actually, Sheepy got the last hit, so he didn't get the health back from the Sandstorm.
Yeah, from the Lord. But that's okay. He wasn't that low. He's got an Iron Talon now because he was jungling, so he can just jungle up these creeps pretty easily. And Sheepy's level 7 now, picks up his Epicenter, so now they have that to combo up with the Rupture. And they're just... This Bloodseeker pick's just doing so much work for them overall. Both games they picked it, it's done very well pressuring the safe lane.
Yeah, this game, this whole series, it's interesting how the first game went so sideways, and now all these drafts are they're pretty calculated at this point. I got to hand it to Lemon at this stage of the game. Maybe they thought they could try something new and did something a little out of the box for themselves, but they're looking like they're
Jug is taken down top. Yeah, they use Chrono and Sunstrike, just a Chrono Sunstrike kill. That's what they have to do. Like, honestly, because his other team is getting kills bot with the Rupture, but, like, Bloodseeker and Void are kind of in the same situation. Whenever their ult's off cooldown, they should be killing someone with it. Honestly, Jug should be looking to do the same, but you also... It's kind of different, like maybe you rotate the Sand King up there. You need to have somebody farm up top. So I'd like him to TP bottom, and he's just TP top and farm. That's okay.
Honestly, that's the play. If you could have Sand King go and farm, and just get up the Blink Dagger so that you can have rotations elsewhere, that's the best that you can have in this world. Because like he has his epicenter at this point. He's way off from Blink. He needs to have that potential. And Jug did not go too much farming. If you go Yasha and Phase Boots, it's decent at farming, but it's more about chasing people down at that point. And
that's pretty farm intensive, just especially when you're maxing. If you're maxing Blade Dance, you're farming. Like, that's just how it is. If you're fighting the heal wards, whatever, they get the Rupture on the Disruptor. He goes to TP out, but he's going to get stunned out easily. Tar has popped his ult. He's moving in. He's just getting a hood now. He just going to tank up with that, use his Midas to heal his progression, and now they're just going to push. They've got their +1 pick.
They know that Faceless Void's ult is down. That was the one problem about committing that up top, and they're able to just... Wow. Oh, okay, they do still get a stun. I was very surprised that Voiceless Fade even tried to go in at that point, because there's 4 heroes down here.
Oh, no. Does he get it? No.
And he's going to try to commit for this, too. Oh, wow, gets him at the back end.
But he might pay for this with his life. No. They'd already...
out.
Yeah, they TP'd up already. Okay. You know, honestly, that's fine. Like, yeah, it sucks to commit that for a CM, but you need to get something on this hero if your voice is Fade. You're falling behind the Jug already. You're falling behind your offlaner. I know he's getting a 1v1 matchup, but, man, you can't have that happen. The good news is Luna has a lot more, like, has a built-in farming mechanism, so he should be able to just farm up a Storm once he gets, you know, 1 more point in Glaives. Once you have Glaives max, you really farm so fast on the hero. But they have an Invisrune Sand King, and they're looking for a kill with it. I don't think they can get it on the Luna without a +1.
They are going to catch out this Crystal Maiden, though. They're able to spot him out. The charge is coming out.
There's the glimpse. They get the glimpse. They get the... Oh, we've got an epicenter going on the Luna. Luna is quite low now. Bloodseeker is providing vision. They should be able to charge down. There's another stun up, and that's just a solo kill. Well, Jug ran down there to help, but it isn't even needed. The epicenter was able to be channeled, and he just stunned him. Just ran down the Luna.
Good play. He was off to the side there. Oh, wow, the 3-man chrono once again. He's going to get a kill on the Sunstrike kill on that.
But the Omni Slash comes out, and it's a level 2 Omni Slash, and just cleans up the other 2 heroes. Void's able to walk away, but it's not enough. DK's popped his Dragon Form here. It's a level... He's already level 13. My goodness. Invoker's keeping up, but...
We have Sange coming out for a Jug, for Sange and Yasha. How do you feel about that?
I mean, there's an Invoker, so you need the Manta. Between the Time Dilation and the Cold Snap, you just need to be able to Manta off that debuff. So, I don't like it. Manta's just too good now.
Oh, wow.
Just missed the... They try to get the deny, but they don't. And now, with the Disruptor ult committed, they know there's no Chrono. They're really not scared at all. The one silver lining is Luna's able to push into this top tower, but can't go any further because he knows that the hero's back, no longer has vision bottom. So, map control is now completely falling into the side of Lemon Snow Cones. They're accelerating ahead on a more early game lineup with this Invoker just desperately needs to farm up and get his Ags. Once that's online, maybe they can look to take a team fight, because then he can participate more than just Sunstrikes. He can actually do full combos off and hopefully turn the whole fight around.
Yeah, there's looking at this matchup too, there's a lot of really weird item decisions at this point. The Sand King has Aether Lens too. He's not going for... Well, he did get a pick here on this Luna because of it, so...
Yep. They have vision. Oh, Jug's coming in. Boom, just dead. Jug in. They have a haste rune on the DK, and they clean up the Spirit Breaker too. Yeah, this is not looking good at all for Dire Straits. And even beyond that, the strange item decisions, but we're also seeing that they just aren't getting much value. They aren't moving as coordinated as team. I don't think we've seen any, like we saw a couple attempts of ganks with Spirit Breaker, but they've all been reactive plays, and they're just able to get the Dragon Form up, they're able to get the heal ward down, and able to just kind of, okay, he aggro heal ward, they kill the heal ward, now they're tossing in some Invoker Stones, but they rupture out the Void, he's just blown up. 3-man charge pushes them back, but in the end they still use Chrono to lose a hero and get nothing in return. Not a hero.
Kind of going back to your point there, Faf, for Spirit Breaker. Yeah, he can be a hero that can punish them if they're going aggressive, but he needs to be the one who's going aggressive. They're really not making use of the Chrono at this point. Like, I liked the Chrono pick because it worked with Invoker, and I thought that they would be getting more setups and kind of having Invoker going outside of his normal like super farm role, but he's still going into that super farm role potential and really not getting as much as they need to out of these Chronos. Or maybe even just get Luna, like rotate Luna and Void into getting 3-man Chronos into Luna ult, and it's just not happening.
Yeah, if Luna had been there and popped her ult, but it's only a level 1 Luna ult, so it's not the greatest yet. It's just rough. I mean, if you look, Luna's below the Sand King now, even though, you know, is catching up a little bit on farm, but just the Jug and everyone's accelerated so effectively. These aggro lanes have been so effective. And I don't think Dire Straits really adjusted to it. Like, I honestly really like the Void pick, Chrono, but then they picked the Luna, and it's just like, you just got punished. They forced the blood out of lane with the Luna, but then Luna just got ganked like 3 times in a row. They didn't have sufficient vision to secure her safety, and then they just lose their tower off one of those ganks.
And they're going to probably pick off Herp here. They got a good long root on him, and they got the stun. He's able to jump off to the side, though.
Jug should be able to just omni-slash him. Yep. And that's one of those things where, like, that's why Jug, you know, people often say, like, oh, like, they think Void or Slark are good against Jug, or even Lifestealer. But in a lot of ways, yeah, they have some evasive ways to, like, if you time it right, you can jump out of the Omni and negate most of the damage, or potentially disjoin it as well. But the burst damage, if you do it properly, of Omni Slash makes him very effective at killing, as long as you play it right and don't give them that out. You gotta wait for them to commit. And once he saw that jump, instantly you just run him down and kill him. And now DK pops another ult for him, and he not only does he have a hood now, he has a full Maelstrom, and it's just going straight for the Mjolnir.
I mean, he's so tanky right now. He's so much armor and magic resist.
They get a nice 2-man... Oh, he gets stunned out before he turns. There's the Meatball, there's the Deafening Blast. They get the Chrono onto the Jug. They get a 2-man Chrono. The Luna ult comes out, and the Disruptor ult, but they can't quite finish anyone off. They do finally finish the DK. They finally get the Invoker in the stream. They get the CM ult, but it's kind of kited out, and this Bloodseeker is now running rampant because everyone's so low. Oh, man.
Did get the stun, but it's not going to be enough.
No.
That's death.
They had to commit so much damage onto the DK. They weren't able to kill anyone else, because I don't know if the heal ward lasted the entire Chrono, but it was up for some of it. And that just enabled them to last through this. I mean, this is the problem with being 10k down. If they were even, they clean up that fight pretty well, because Invoker did a good job, just burst down the DK, dumped all the spells on him, and they got a decent Chrono into the ult, but, there. I don't know, man, like, people are saying, oh, Aegis is playing like this carry, like, you know, people have good games, they have bad games. He had a good lane, and kind of going from there. I'd say this, like, man, Aegis did some greedy, dumb things in earlier games. People can always look higher, like a higher MMRs. People are saying, oh, they look like they're higher MMRs. I don't think these guys are smurfing at all.
Yeah, I mean, people have been talking about Smurfs this whole game. I think someone came into chat and
Yeah,
during
started
this
lobbying
game and
it.
started lobbying that idea. And honestly, you can say that, but does that really make you seem like you're being a good player? Like, if you're,
Oh, almost gets away, but the ancients don't eat quite enough bounces. Poor instructor.
it sucks if they were truly doing that, but you got to rise to the occasion, right? True anime style. Rise to the occasion and defeat your foes.
I don't think they are. I just think it's a matter of, you know, when a game goes bad against you, like when you start losing early game to a Bloodseeker Dragon Knight, what happens? You get run over. Like those are two heroes that just run you over. That's how they function.
Yep.
And that's what happens. And like that, you know, it happened in game one the other way around. And now they're just kind of relying on the Invoker, who is kept up on farm with the DK and the Jug. They're really relying on him to kind of carry the show, but it's tough when they have a DK who's so tanky. Even the Jug's pretty tanky. Oh no, Chrono miss entirely.
And see, that's the stuff that's happening in this game. They're tired. It's a 4-game series. Fatigue starts to set in, and you start missing things that you normally wouldn't miss. Combinations that you feel like are perfect, and then they're just a little bit off. And you know in your heart that they're a little bit off before you actually do it, and then it just you think otherwise. You think, oh, I'll be okay. I can do this, and then it hurts that much more when you watch it fail like that.
Yeah. And he has the blink dagger, so there's really no reason that he should have missed that, but you know, you're just a little slow in the reaction time. And now they're just taking Roche, just farming it up. Bloodseeker's not blood raging Roche, but whatever, they'll still take it super fast. And I imagine they'll give this to the DK? Yeah, they give it to Tar. I'm not surprised. He's the one who's going to be sieging. Yeah, he won't come back with his ult, but it's not the biggest of deals given how far ahead they are. In a more even game, Dragon Knight becomes a much worse Aegis carrier, but when he's got all these items and these levels, it just doesn't matter.
He also is about to have Mjolnir, so he's going to hit pretty hard.
Yeah, no matter what. Sand King, he's got his second item yet? Yeah, he's got his blink for a little bit. He's got a plate mail in his backpack for his stout shield. Seems good. Man, people carrying stout shield well into late game instead of wards or sticks or raindrops is probably one of the most tilting things in my life.
Yeah, I'm not the best at doing that, so I understand, but it's
oh
man.
Static Storm misses. The Glimpse is going to take them back, but not far enough. He gets off his Omni Slash, but they're able to tank it up among all the heroes. Oh, he gets a spin-off, but gets controlled by the Spirit Breaker and bashed out, but Bloodseeker comes in with a big Blood Right. There's a Sand King Sun, and they cleaned up 3 already.
And silence. Oh.
Yep. And you can tell they're just pressing, and then when they press, they get counter-initiated, because they can't burst anyone down fast enough. And they buy back
2 buybacks. Why would they buy back?
I don't know, but Luna is... Look where Luna is. What the heck? I guess he was hiding in the trees?
Yeah, and they know he can't get out, and he doesn't have his TP up for forever. He had it in his backpack.
I guess he's got to run...
Oh, wow.
3-man Chrono into the combo. CM does do her ult to try to force the Faceless Void back, but the heal ward lives and is giving everybody up enough life. Luna could run back in, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Trying to man mode with this DK, and Luna ran. Voiceless can't decide what to do. He's just stuck here.
Oh man, he's going to run into all of them. He's not careful.
He ran back. He's going to cut the creep wave and then just TP out, right? That's the play, right? You just TP out right now.
Yeah. I mean, he could see them on the wards. I would have stayed there until I would have seen them leave.
Yeah, they don't have Chrono now. Gets a Tornado Initiation. They got the Static Storm this time. The Luna ult comes down, and DK Aegis is gone. But they used
that's
a
just
lot.
Aegis.
Yeah.
For everything.
And And now Bloodright, is it going to land on 2? Gets on the Invoker, but he's healthy enough. They pop the Shrines. He's going to heal up. And now the Field Mjolnir's up, and he's just hitting it without his ult form. He doesn't even care. Second Bloodright's coming out. Force everyone back. I don't know if they can chase this. Oh, they get the Glimpse back. That's pretty big. Nice 2-man Sand King Sun into the Omni Slash. They managed to jump it off. They're actually kiting it pretty well. They share the damage. Spearbreaker charges in to make some space. Pays for it with his life. And they're just healing up. They'll have a heal ward as soon as the mana regens. Bloodseeker's just running around, and they just don't have any wave clear at all, really. Not at this point.
Yeah, that's oh, man, it's heartbreaking to see it go like this. It's 20k lead at this point. They still have a chance. They still have a good team to have a wombo combo combination to maybe not kill DK, but kill the rest of their team. And it's just they're not lining up right now. They just got to take a deep breath, and they could still come in this. And Lemons, I mean, they're so close to sealing this victory. They can taste it. And that's why they're getting really aggressive here. And they can't get too aggressive because it's going to come to a problem where they realize, oh man, we can't die on DK. And that's the problem with DK, is that when you get that hyper aggressive type feel and you don't understand his limit, and he truly dies out in the middle of nowhere when he has all this farm, it gives you such a big loss. And he is a completely different hero when he's not over top of them like this so hard. Also, looks like people are answering back to our comments that we just talked about earlier.
Yeah.
But anyway, anyone can lose MMR. For everyone who's talking, you can lose. People have lost a lot more than just 1,000 MMR in a week. So
they got the full combo, and they destroyed. Oh, but they do chrono up the Spearbreaker. The CM ult, Blink In, destroys them, and that's actually a team wipe. Basically, because of the Blink Epi and the team fight, they commit everything on the DK. They have nothing left. One buyback for one hero, and this is 2 lanes of racks at least. Actually more, because they're going to die back on this Luna, I think. Nope. The cores aren't committing, but DK is dead, but they're still just going to punch down 1 lane of racks now. Going to lose another 2.
Yeah, I think that this is over at this point. They have, I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but
Luna's dead.
Luna's dead. Yeah. They have no Chrono. They have nothing really to work with Chrono at this point.
And
they call it GG.
Straits calls it. GG, well played. Congrats, Lemon Snowcones, on winning the 82L under 3K season 16, I think. But either way, congrats on your win.
Yeah,
and thanks for having us cast you.
Yeah, for sure. It was. Thanks for both teams for letting us cast this game. It was a lot of fun. Thoughts, real quick, before we close up here. At the end of the series?
EG needs to shut up with the smurfing stuff. Like, whatever. If I honestly was tempted to just ban him out, but I wasn't gonna. But like, if you're gonna come in, don't just be throwing shade to the players. Like, everyone's just having fun.
Yep, this is 82L. It's not really for money. I mean, how much money is it if you win an 82L game? Is it like $100, or is it even that?
It's like it's $25. You get like it's $5 registration or something like that, and then you get like $25 if you win it. So it's nothing big.
Yeah. But anyway, Lemons, great games that you played. Dire Straits, you guys had some great plays as well. There's a lot of things to be proud of on both teams. Honestly, Tars, I think, was MVP of this series for sure. He was able to just guarantee his lanes every game. The first one was a little bit rickety, but the other 3, he just was able to put so much pressure on the map. The supports were able to do a lot in their lanes as well, being able to provide much needed harassment and let your offlaner get a lot out of the lane. That's the most I've seen out of an offlaner. And really, the carry got sacked almost every game, I felt like. And he still was able to come out of it as a win. So there's a lot of good plays being played around. It was a great series to watch, and I'm glad we casted it.
Yep. Glad to have it. So I'm going to sign off the stream. You can follow me on my Twitch, Fafnir18, or on Twitter, Fafnir Dota. Flood can plug his own things. I'm going to cut him off about halfway through, as I usually do by accident.
Well, if you guys want, you can follow me at my Twitter handle. It is @FlubDota, and I have all different content available to you at there. We also have at our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZombiePandaStudios. That is my channel that me and my friend Kimbrel are in charge of, so you can follow us there at our Twitch. And we also have a Twitter, which is very similar. It is @ZPandaStudios. So you can follow me at any of those places and find more Dota content from me.
All right. GG's to everybody, and have a good night. I'm going to get some rest.